Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Virtual Voices Podcast, episode 34. My name is N7 Starcatcher. This is.
Dean Bean. Wall.
And this is.
Boris Volka, привет.
And we're your new hosts for this evening. I want to start off by telling you a little bit about ourselves. I myself am a 33-year-old male. I work for a credit union. Primarily as a team lead with the Member Service Center. Dean, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, obviously, my name is Dean. I am 20 years old, and I don't know what I do for work. It's kind of like a mixture of things. It's a lot of things. We're gonna move on to Boris.
Hello, I'm Boris. I'm older, not as old as him, but I'm a heavy equipment operator, and I build roads and shit and destroy shit because it's fun.
Oh, what kind of things have you destroyed recently?
Trump Tower in New York City, and it was fun.
Hell yeah! Take it out. Demolish that. No, but in all seriousness, you tear up roads or something like that, or actually going to destroy the towers?
I wasn't joking. We did take down the Trump Tower.
I heard about that. I did actually hear about that.
Yeah, that was a demo project I was on. Yeah,
that's
took
crazy.
down Trump Tower. I build roads.
Did they say what they were replacing it with?
I don't know, like a Taco Bell.
Even better.
Fucking that, dude.
I bet you Trump wasn't too happy about that one.
Oh, he's the one that hired us.
Oh.
He owns a Taco Bell now.
I don't want this building here anymore. Take it out.
We're gonna make it the best tacos. Hotels are horrible now. The best tacos.
My hotel
Taco
is horrible.
Bell.
Take it out. Put it in a Del Taco.
Authentic
Tell it Trump
American
tacos. Authentic
Trump
Mexican
tacos.
cuisine.
They're gonna be the best tacos.
The best, frankly.
Don't say that I hate Mexicans because I love them. Well, definitely a little bit of work from what I tend to do. I mostly stay on the calls myself. Mostly dealing with interesting scenarios with members calling in about their finances. Now, I can't go into too much detail over that because, job security and all that, but I can tell you some really funny stories I've had while taking calls in the Member Service Center. One of my personal favorites has been one when I was first on the floor. I had this sweet old lady on the phone. She was calling in because she didn't recognize some of the transactions on her phone, on her bank account specifically. And she called me up and was needing help. And she was this sweet abuela. She called in. She's like, "Mijo, I need your help." I was like, "Yes, ma'am. How can I help you today?" And she tells me, "Mijo, there's these weird transactions on my account. Do you know what OnlyFans is?" And I stopped. And I realized I'm going to have to explain what that is. And I'm not going to lie. I froze for a little bit. And I basically went, it's mostly used for adult content, trying to ease her into the conversation. But, I think curiosity got the better of her, unfortunately, and she decided to ask me further. "What does that mean, mijo?" And I said, well, mostly pornography." And she stopped. Didn't hear a word. And the first thing I was thinking was, oh dear God, I just killed an old lady over the phone. So I try to break up the awkward silence. So I ask her, well, is there any chance that someone may have gotten a hold of your card and used it for things they weren't supposed to? It's still silent for about 5 seconds. And then suddenly I hear, "Hold on, mijo, I need a few moments." This woman does not put down the phone, by the way. I hear her shuffling down a hallway. And I just hear this shuffling. I hear a door fling open. And then I hear some slight Spanish over the phone, but I picked up what essentially was, "Mijo, did you use my card to use pornography?" And I hear what I have to assume is roughly a 16, 17-year-old kid over the phone going, "No, abuela, I wouldn't do that." And I don't hear much else of his conversation. All I hear is her, what I assume is her rushing across the room, chancla in hand, and just beating the piss out of this kid over and over and over again. And he's screaming, he's hollering, and I'm just sitting at my desk in utter shock. I'm like, oh, this went from I almost killed grandma to I just witnessed a murder over the phone. It was terrifying.
That's just grade A parenting.
Oh,
It
no,
is grade A
absolutely
parenting, for
grade A
sure.
parenting.
Toughens them up. It
Grade A
toughens them
stuff.
up.
Mhm.
Oh, it definitely toughens them up. But I was mortified because all I keep hearing is this kid wailing and crying and all this stuff. And bear in mind, this lasted for about almost 2 minutes of my call with this woman. Just beating the piss out of him. Eventually it stops. And then I hear her shuffle a little bit more. I hear the kid whimpering, so I'm worried it's still going on. But she shuffles out, closes the door, shuffles back into what I'm assuming is her living room. And then I just hear her pull the phone back up to her ear, and she goes, "Okay, mijo, what can we do about these charges?" And I was like, well, I can get you with our fraud department, and we can start a fraud case for you. And she goes, "Oh, that sounds wonderful, mijo. Please, if you can." And during which I'm telling her this, I hear that same door open back up again because she's got me on speaker, by the way. And I just hear a very faint, almost a whimper of a response going, "Well, I'm sorry." I don't hear much except shuffling, what appears to be something getting thrown, and all I hear is pop. I was like, "Oh, she threw it." And
She
she's
did
like,
the thing.
"She did the thing. She did the thing.
She did the thing.
Did the thing.
She
She
did
did
the
the one
thing.
thing.
Look. I'm just saying right now, respect your abuela. She will throw that shit, and she will hit you. She will hit you.
Actually,
But
speaking of that,
overall, fantastic response from her. What were you saying?
speaking of that conversation jumps back to my family because we are Latin, of course. It happens in many Latin families. Not all of them are the same. I won't say that. But I have somewhat of a funny story about my brother.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Technical.
Slight technical difficulties. Yep.
There you go.
But, yeah. Okay. So, that conversation jumps back to my brother. So he made a very, very big purchase. Very big purchase. And it's something that doesn't hold very much value. It's for a vehicle. You know, like how people have their little car shows and all that stuff and mod up their cars and everything.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Subwoofers.
What?
Hell yeah.
Rims.
Oh, damn.
Rims.
It's close.
$4,000 worth of rims.
Rims?
$4,000 worth of rims.
Holy
Damn.
moly.
So we get to this car show around 7 in the morning. Cars and Coffee. I don't know if you guys know that thing. It's a whole thing that car guys do. Some of y'all might know it. But we go, I think we're out there. It was somewhere in Florida, and this was a couple years ago. We went to go hang out. And tell me why. We go to a hotel somewhere out in, I believe it was Tampa. I'm pretty sure it was Tampa.
Florida?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
So this is what happens. Oh, wait. I forgot to mention. I'm high as fuck. So I wasn't there. I was being communicated this entire thing. Okay, yeah. Let me say that. I wasn't there. I was being communicated this entire thing. So this car, it's a Honda, typical car boy stuff, their fancy thing. But these rims cost more than the car itself, sadly.
Jesus.
We
That's
come back.
terrifying.
Oh, they go back to go pick up the car because they left it at the hotel. They took some other fucking ride or something out to some shore or something, one of the beaches.
Hmm.
They come back to this car on fucking bricks. They took everything off of this car. It was sitting on its chassis, solely its chassis. Nothing else. Hood, windshield, doors, the cover for the gas, the little thing that opens and fucking, that was gone too. So I don't know how they managed to steal everything but the chassis itself. The only thing that was left, from what I remember, was the block sitting inside of the car with the cluster itself, the GPS that they cut out that was in the vehicle itself, and just a steering wheel. That's it. They took the shifter, the knob for the shifter. They took that, but they left everything else. Everything else.
That
Damn.
is straight
One thing
efficiency.
One thing I've learned from that
It'll be
experience.
quick, clean.
Right. One thing I've learned from that experience is to not put expensive rims on a vehicle in the middle of a very sketchy area. That's one thing I learned. But I learned not to invest so much money into a vehicle itself. That costs the things that are moving it.
Be like, my
Cost
buddy,
more than the
I was
vehicle
like, I got
itself.
a job. It's gonna take us 5 minutes. We just roll up. We got to get everything off this car. We got 20 minutes. Let's go.
Let's
start
go.
strolling.
Stealing car
bullshit.
parts.
The thing is, it's so easy to take car, like fenders, doors,
Oh,
everything
yeah.
that it's
Oh,
like,
God.
it's so easy to fucking take
Oh my
things
God,
like
is it?
Hmm.
that.
Yeah,
I just,
Not talking
I was
about
gonna-
from experience.
Well,
Occurs.
no. Look, I always wondered that myself because when I first purchased one of my first cars, it came with like a GPS tracker. Because apparently, when I went to go purchase it, the dealership I was purchasing it from had a known problem where people would just roll up with like a tow truck, just go across the lot and be like,
Take off.
you know what, I like you, grab it and then haul it off. And sometimes they would just haul their ass all the way down as far down Texas as they could go, and they try to get it over
Strip
the
'em.
border with it. Yeah, sometimes it would strip them and
is-
stuff like that. And I'm thinking like, do I really need this GPS tracker? Sure, it's nice, but by the time someone snatches my car and I figure out where it is, it's probably been stripped for parts.
It's probably
Um,
halfway across the fucking border.
we were on a job.
Exactly.
We were on a job, and I think it was Friedman's Electrics or something like that. Electricians, anyway. They used to keep a van on site, loaded with all their tools, like thousands of dollars of electrical tools. They used to lock it up. Well, someone bought an Amazon lock picker and stole this freaking van. They found it 3 hours away. All the tools gone, doors gone, pretty much everything from the van. This is like a 94 Astro van. They stripped everything off it and then torched it.
Torched it. That's a
They,
way
whatever
to go
they couldn't
out.
took, they set it on fire.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. Would
It's one way to
insurance
do it.
at that point? Would insurance at that
Oh
point
yeah,
just
they were
consider
covering
the car?
insurance. Yeah.
They're like, oh
insurance
no,
covers
just
it.
torch the rest of it because what is insurance going to do? It's a torched chassis at that point. They're just going to consider it a total loss given
They
whatever
were more
value it
concerned
is.
about the tools. The tools
Yeah, I
inside
think
the Astro van
cost more than the
worth
van
more than the
itself,
damn
probably.
van,
Yeah.
So it's like, my
power tools in there, the Milwaukee tools, all everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Routers.
kid,
like,
those. I'm a little naive on that front, but no, those tools cost quite a bit, don't
tools
they?
are expensive.
Yeah.
There was a pull on my
Milwaukee is
04
probably one
Ram.
of the most priciest ones, but
Oh yeah, Milwaukee's up there. Like Hilti's another one that's expensive as hell too.
You know what I always find funny? I don't know if you guys have seen those TikToks where it's like you meet your girlfriend's blue collar dad and he judges you based on whatever it is you're either driving, what tools you
Yes.
have.
Or
I
like
love that stuff.
I actually saw one today, which was like the
The pay
What?
by hour.
pay by hour
The
one.
pay by hour, yeah.
Hourly pay.
That's
And
like $5
one-
an hour.
Yeah. So one really threw me off. It was the $5 an hour. Or actually, it threw me off when he said 15. He's like, you'll get $15 an hour. He's like, you'll get by. In what fucking world would you get by with $15 an hour?
Well, I think
Is what I fucking
think-
thought.
I thought he says like, yeah, you get by, but you're basically paying for your gas to get there.
Pretty much.
I mean, basically.
Pretty much. I think he saw the commission one also too. The last one, the one.
Well, it's
Yeah,
either- it's
the
flaming young
$30 an hour
or it's
plus-
ramen.
There is no in between.
There is no in between.
There is no in between.
But like, actually,
That's
like,
literally how it goes.
as a being in like blue collar yourself, like, how far have you jumped from like pay rates? Like, has it been big jumps in any sense? Like when you start basically like a laborer to like operator and stuff like that, or like big brave jumps?
Basically, yeah, it can. It can in some cases. Like when I started, I didn't know nothing about heavy civil, like building roads and whatnot. Heavy civil construction, I had no idea. I started off at 1750, I believe, as a laborer. I know nothing, and they treated me like I know
Okay.
nothing. They tried to do the basic like, haha, yeah, go get us a board stretcher. You need a board stretcher or something like that, or what's the other one?
It's another
Just the
popular
fake
one.
tools.
Fake tools,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much, yeah.
The cool that doesn't exist. And
Yeah,
of course,
or,
you know,
or like,
you
oh, we
being-
gotta switch. You gotta catch the sparks so we can get a sample off the grinder. Shit like that.
a grind
They try to run
sampler.
that. Yeah, a grind sample or metal sample or whatever they come up with.
It's like, I
They
need you
try
to
to run
help
that
your
stuff 5
hands and
days.
catch the.
Just like that happens in construction, it also happens in mechanics, like vehicle mechanics. I've had an
Alright.
experience where I stripped an oil pan bolt because this guy fucked me so bad that I genuinely thought it was the right size socket, or it was like a 16th tooth fucking socket that I'm trying to rip a fucking oil what's it called? Oil drain plug, you know, the pan. And I'm like going at it. I'm like, why the fuck is this thing not moving? I'm looking at the bolt. It's basically fucking smooth out at this point. I'm like, well, that's a fucking oil pan that now we gotta fucking do. I guess who got chewed out for that? That was
You.
fun. That was a fucking
blamed the
great
next guy.
conversation. That's the thing. The next guy was a fucking certified. I got my fucking king fucking certification here. Yeah, so I can really
I'm
blame the
forklift
next
certified.
guy. Yeah,
sure
pretty
that bolt.
much.
And pins it to the
I'm
wall.
forklift certified.
Forklift certification goes
watch
crazy.
out, folks. Forklift certified over here.
I put it
Watch
right
out,
next to
folks.
my college
Dude, he'll
degree that I
steal
don't
all
use,
your fucking
but I'm
bitches,
still paying
dude.
for.
Show that to the bitches. The fucking forklift certifications happen wet in fucking seconds, dude.
Listen here. That's some exciting stuff. He can handle the heavy equipment.
I know how to move some torches officially with excellent rigging.
I'm afraid
Yeah.
since like I haven't really done blue collar. Well, I have done. I don't actually. You know, it's hard to describe. I don't think I've really had blue collar experience. The closest thing I've had to anywhere close to what you two have done, whether it's mechanic work or you know, construction. I used to work sanitary work at a theme park. Sucks. It sucks terribly. But it was known as Park Services. Primarily when I first started, I was working like, you know, cleaning like the park, you know, sort of cleaning up messes. You know, if someone vomited anywhere, I was called to go clean it up. Or because I was a, you know, a big old white boy, I was told to go do the trash cans, which the worst thing you could get stuck doing.
Trash makes
But I
you
was
strong.
good at it. Trash makes you strong. But I started getting too good at the job, and eventually I did get to a point where I got into a supervisor role. So eventually I finally got the permission to start using some of the more heavier equipment. And I won't lie, some of my favorite stuff was actually being able to use like the industrial pressure washers. Because during like off seasons for the park, they would have us come in during summer month, like the winter months and stuff like that, and just pressure wash the shit out of the park. And I just remember it being the best time because all I had to do was put on some rubber boots, throw on some headphones, click my music on, and just get to work.
I
Easy
love
stuff.
pressure washing.
Pressure washing is fun.
Honestly, pressure washing is actually loads of fun, especially if you actually like, just throw your music on, tune everything out, and just go.
That's all I ever did.
Oh, I can talk about one job, and it may probably make me look shitty as a mechanic, or just in general. I think both of you know the story, but let me speak. The
Sure.
the
Let me be clear.
let me be clear. So I used to work for a Kia dealership out in Jersey. I won't name the certain dealership because I don't want this backlashing on me. So it was one morning. I had a very shitty night in the sense of I was fucked. I did not know how I got home, and a turn of events
Cheers.
happened the night prior. Cheers.
Cheers.
My
My bad. I should have said that.
So what happened that morning when I woke up? I was already 30 minutes late. I was running late. I called my boss. I'm like, hey, I'm about like half an hour. Gonna be there in half an hour. He loses his shit. He's like, yeah, fucking foremans. Foremans are amazing. They're flawless. They're perfect in every way, and that they own they think about themselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're about to put me on a rant. Damn.
Foremans are great.
Maybe later.
Foremans are great. But what experience I had was I was trying to put this thing on a lift. I was hungover as fuck. So I'm on a typical Discord call in the morning, walking into the shop, setting up my toolbox. And I have a walk-in customer with an oil change and tire rotation, and all their fluids need to be changed. Okay. Put this fucking thing on the lift. I realized that you can run a vehicle with only 3 arms under it, but it has to be the 2 front main ones and the one in the rear. It balances out if you have a lower car. You can run it. But that morning, I put 3 arms, complete opposites. So I had 2 in the back, 1 up front. If you can imagine a small sedan, obviously a 900,000 pound motor in the front, that fucking thing fucking dived off this damn fucking lift. Okay. My toolbox annihilated, flat, gone. He didn't even fucking know it was there. My boss comes out. And exactly, it was not there. It wasn't existent. My boss comes out. He looks at me. He said, "Holy shit, Dean, you know how to fuck up, and you know how to fuck up good, dude." He pulls out a damn cigarette in the shop. He's lighting this fucking thing. He's like, "Damn, kid." He grabs a picture of it, sends it to the owner of the dealership. He's like, "Way to start a fucking Monday morning. Your new guy fucking done flipped the whole car off of the fucking lift." And I'm sitting there, hail as all hell. I'm sitting there on my I'm squatted down looking at this fucking car. I'm like, I'm fucked. How am I going to pay for this? So the fucking owner walks out. Let me be clear. Jewish guy. He goes, fuck. Well, I'm definitely not paying for that fucking shit. He's like, is that kid paying or is my insurance paying? And everyone looks at me. Everyone, there's 10 people in the shop, by the way. All the other technicians were all in there. They all, at the same fucking time, turn to me. They're like, you think his dumbass can afford that? I went fucking red-faced as shit. I did not know how to actually feel about it. Talk to my boss. I'm like, can I go home for the day? He's like, oh, buddy, you were on the way, dude. You were already on the way. You didn't even know.
Damn.
So thankfully, I still had my job for a year and a half after that. Thankfully, I don't know how, but I also crashed another car after that. We can save that one for later. That one can save,
Yeah.
stay for later.
Why don't we jump back on that little comment about the foreman bit?
Foreman.
Oh.
You sound like you got a tirade to go on. Let's hear it.
All right, don't get me wrong. Foreman's got a rough job. I understand. They got to corral the
delinquents.
I would say convicts mostly because they identify us as numbers. Like my number's 001-1031. But yeah, you get the ones that they're God's creation. I was born
than life.
I was born to lead you.
And if you don't do what I tell you to, I swear.
Yeah. And then
egos.
You say, "Oh yeah, we need the 580." What's a 580?
As an inexperienced man, I don't know what a 580 is.
Oh, you're well on your way to being a foreman.
Whoa!
Oh,
I can be a foreman.
That's the shit I mean. 580. We say 580. It's a 580 case construction king backhoe.
I was
the same backhoes, we just say 580.
Okay.
Or like 963 CAD, shit like that. But I've had a foreman say that. I've said, "Yeah, we got a 580 here or something like that." And he goes, "Yeah, we do." I'm like, all right, where is it?
Deer in the headlights.
He goes, "Yeah, you know what a 580 is?" He goes to me, he's like, "You know what a 580 is?" I go, "Yeah." Let's go find it.
Let's go find it so you can tell him what it is.
No, I think he literally just told him go find it. I don't think there was any like.
That's what he did. He's like, "Yeah, go find it." I turn around, I'm like, "Okay." So I literally walked like 3 blocks down the road to the gas station, buy a pack of smokes, and I come back and I go, "Yeah, there's no 580 here." He goes, "Oh, so yeah, we'll have one come up right up." And then I heard him later in the truck calling. He's talking to me. He's like, Do we have a 580? And I can hear the guy on the phone. He's like, "A backhoe? That's a backhoe? Yeah, we need a backhoe."
A backhoe. This is important now.
And this is the guy who's supposed to be in charge of me. This is the guy that's supposed to tell me what to do.
Those experiences I can live in as a mechanic because they'll give you, like, if you say like to a new guy, like a lube tech, someone that doesn't know shit about cars, say 10 mil, 32 mil, fucking quarter-inch socket, some fucking bullshit, or like the like oil types, like 1030, 520, or 530, or things like that. Dude, I had one kid that did not know fucking the end from a shovel to the fucking point where you start fucking going at it. This kid, he said, he handed me, and this is, I think anybody knows this, that you need a ratchet to be able to comfortably take some sort of fucking, like, let's say the oil drain plug or something like that off.
Yeah, it helps. Yeah.
So this kid comes in here. I tell him, "Hey, go grab the 14 mil for the oil plug." Okay. He runs out. He comes back with a breaker bar. A breaker bar.
Oh, even better.
A breaker bar. He pulls out of my toolbox because this thing was like fucking long ass shit.
Perfect.
Fucking breaker bar. And he comes up. He's like, like the little fucking sockets that have like the
Wait. Can I just poke fun for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what a breaker bar is?
What a breaker bar. I'm gonna look like a little bit of a tool myself here, but isn't that just like an
He's a
oversized
foreman.
crowbar? What the hell? Well, I mean, yeah, technically, I probably would be outfitted for one because technically, I'm a white collar. I don't know.
I know.
what that
I'm
is.
just poking fun at it. You put me in your world. Yeah, I'm John Travolta.
Oh, no, yeah. If
Fucking, I have
I
no idea
sat
what the
you
fuck's
down
going
and
on.
told you how to, if I sat you down in front of a computer and told you how to run a financial like system, you'd sit there and go,
I'd smash her with a hammer before the end of the day.
damage to company property. You wouldn't be the first.
I'd hide it though and blame it on the cubicle next door.
No.
Just throw it into the other cubicle.
Here's the
Fucking
problem.
punch it.
Just throw it over, or I'd switch it out at the end of the day. I'd steal the cubicle over and put it back.
Switch
Never
it out,
blame
flip it.
yourself. Someone else has to be blamed.
Here's the problem with that, though. So, if you were to do that, you get tagged with any device that you're supposed to have in your care. So, if you smash it and they find any part of that code that belongs to you, you're instantly tagged for it, regardless of whether you
It wasn't
hide
me.
it or not.
It was the tech guy.
So actually,
That
The
guy.
tech guy fucked up. It
Let
wasn't me. I don't know. What you're
let me
talking
butt
about.
in real quick with a question. So, as a tech, I've never had to actually pay for something I damaged. They always just threaten you with it, and they make you go fucking, oh my god, I owe this guy like 20 grand for a vehicle, or they threaten to sue you, and they can't legally sue you because you're covered by their insurance. So that's the way we work things in like a actual shop, not like a chop shop or like mom and pop shop. It's like a genuine dealership. I've only worked at dealerships. My question is, with property damage, breaking computers or monitors or something, does that come out of your guys' check? I don't think I think that's a legal thing where they cannot break that.
So, great question. In truth, it depends on the severity of said damage, and it also depends on what's being broken. Because I will tell you one story. We actually had to debug our corporate offices at one point because we had a rep that was working from home at one point that brought her equipment back, and I'm not gonna lie, this thing was full of bugs, roaches,
Yes, bugs.
all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. It was awful. But
tasty.
in the long and here's the funny thing. It was past, like, all of her equipment was infected. So we had like her monitors, the computer itself, keyboard, didn't matter. It had all been infected. So our IT department couldn't salvage it and just right into the garbage.
Dumpster diving, dude. If I
Yeah,
would go
I'd probably-
to a fucking bank knowing that they just dump shit like that, I would just go to a
Here's-
dumpster behind a fucking
here's-
credit union.
Here's the problem. So I will say this, and this is not like compromising anything for other financial institutions. Most of the computers that they use are not very powerful computers. A lot of them are designed to run off of a server. So a lot of times,
They got that copper in them, right?
here's the problem. It has to have very specific things attached to it to get it to work. So the monitors might be something you guys could get or probably take if they were dumpster diving. Another problem, a lot of times dumpsters in those places are usually covered, usually by gates and stuff like that. So in order to
Nothing
properly
a breaker
dumpster
bar
dive
can't
those,
get through, right?
giant crowbar.
It's a crowbar.
It's a crowbar.
Okay, but
All right,
so I
boss.
do know what
Yep,
it
I'll get
was.
right to work on that.
Okay. If you know which end
Back
to
to his
use
breaker bar
and what
story.
to,
Well, yeah,
which
because it
end
has
to
a hook
use-
and
It doesn't.
Incorrect. Actually, you throw one of them little fancy things that you click on it, or sometimes it clicks on it, sometimes it's just fucking loosey goosey. You just gotta fucking deal with it.
Yeah, like a craftsman.
You gotta know. Like, yeah, I feel like you would have seen it as some.
You know what a
point,
ratchet is, right?
Like,
yes, I know what a ratchet is.
Yeah,
Minus the ratchet part.
Ah,
okay,
Minus the
so
ratchet part. All right,
Basically,
I'm
just like
down.
a single thing that doesn't move. Basically, it
not
just
beating
makes
the-
it easier to break a bolt, pretty much.
break it loose.
I'm not beating
Try
the
not to
foreman
break them.
allegations tonight.
That's the
Yeah.
kind of guys they hire. Oh god, you get good ones, and
Oh yeah.
like I had one. I don't know if I should say his name, but he's an older guy, older fellow. He was in his 60s. All right, granted, name's Boris. My name's not Dwight. This foreman called me Dwight for 6 months. Never corrected him. Did not care. Raymond was an excellent foreman. He let me learn a lot of shit. It was when I just first got into construction. Granted, I knew how to run a handful of equipment, skid steers, stuff like that, from me farming as a kid when my father liked to rip me out. But I didn't know how to run things like track hoes. Never touched track hoes, rock trucks, dozers. And I go up to my foreman. And he goes, "You know how to run this?" I go, "No, sir." He goes, "All right, fuck with it till you figure it out." And then he just gave me keys and just let me go play in the dirt until I figured out the basic controls.
That's the fun part about working in something like that. I'd love to play with like a fucking heavy machinery and have fun with it and just learn it. That's like the desire.
And that is the best way to learn equipment. Is you just run it.
I can agree with that. My dad once rented a Bobcat at one point, and I will tell you, most fun I have ever had inside of a tiny little machine. Just
Did I have the foot controls?
yes, it
Yeah,
was
the
so
old foot
much
controls.
fun.
Yes, I love the foot controls.
So much fun.
Oh, they're so much more dangerous, but awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
You ever flip one
I
of
don't
them?
know.
I was
Thankfully,
just
no.
gonna mention
I
something
came
like
close
that.
though. I came close. I hit a dirt pile a little too hard and kind of started tipping it. But I managed to stop it just in time and pull it back just before it flipped. So I came close. Didn't actually do it.
I did it when I was younger. I was working for the greenhouses, and I came into a pile. I had a full scoot, and I was backing up. I hit like a drop off, so I instinctively put my foot down. So I raised the bucket up, and it just flipped me right over into the
Damn,
And
that's crazy.
yeah, the greenhouse owner comes out and he goes, "That's not how you do it, son." So, he's like, "That's not how you do
I
it,
don't know how
son."
to tell you this, but that's not how you do that.
He goes, "Can you get out of there?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, get out of there and go get the tractor, flip this bitch back over. We got trucks to load." I'm like, "All right."
I mean, at
Bat
least,
an eye.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. At least it's fucking chill about it, dude. Imagine what those
'Cause I-
fucking machines go for, what, like 200 or 300 grand if new.
Oh, well, that's the thing. After I flipped it, I started going slower, so I wouldn't do it again. He yelled at me for going too slow. He goes, "They're old fucking machines. If you're gonna flip them, flip them."
But I was like, I don't care if you flip it. We'll get it back on the road. I need you to run faster with it.
Exactly. We got production. That's what it is. Yeah, production over everything. It don't matter.
If shit stops moving, everything goes to fucking shit. Pretty
Exactly.
much.
If the trucks ain't rolling, we ain't making money.
Fair enough.
What do you think?
Mm.
Then we
Yeah,
can't
what
have
if he was a
guys in the white
mechanic?
suits making out counting our money,
Yeah.
or at least all the
Like-
money we're making the bosses, and they don't give a shit.
Oh yeah.
Boss gets $1, I get a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
Company time. Well, I mean, even in the white collar business, you still kind of think that too, because like a lot of times, yeah, they give you like you have your hour. Like for us, it's like you have like your lunch breaks, your breaks, and that sort of thing. But a lot of the times, like because like our breaks aren't regulated, we just go when we need to. So I don't know
Right.
about you guys.
I've shit
It's-
on the side of almost every major highway I worked on in Pennsylvania.
Jesus.
and I will shit in your backyard if I work in front of your house. Coming for it.
Your neighborhood is not safe from the
Nah.
malevolent shitter.
If I gotta go, I gotta go.
I will go where I need to.
That's a nice rhododendron bush in the back of your house too. I'm gonna find a present inside that one.
That's crazy. Do you guys like ever get like complaints of like just people like if you're having to do like construction in front of people's houses? Do you ever get people that just run up to you and be like, "You guys darn construction workers"?
All the time. Sometimes even worse than that. Sometimes we get guns pointed at us. It happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. I've worked in roofing also too, and they bitch about so many things.
We did one job. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
We did one job. We were doing it. It's a small town. We were repaving it, and the rollers were in front of this woman's house. She called the cops. It was this little old blind woman. She thought it was an earthquake.
An earthquake?
We had 3 road rollers going, and the vibrations from the road rollers, she thought it was an earthquake, so she called the cops to come save her.
The police will save me.
She called all hysteric. They sent 3 squad cars out. I mean, I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
funny.
she's old, dude. She's not like, what the fuck?
It's funny. We had these three squad cars come flying in, so we're like stopping equipment so the cops can get in. We thought like something major's happened. And all these cops go into the house, and then the one officer comes out and talks to us and goes, "Yeah, she's blind in there, and she thought your machines were an earthquake."
Oh, no.
Like the 6 of us that were standing there just started laughing. We're like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, that poor woman. It's so sad.
I'll never forget that. That was part of my first year. Oh, that was great.
think the only complaints I've actually ever had as a mechanic is, so I don't know if you know throttle body cleaning. Pretty much you spray some shit in there and you fucking rev bang the shit out of this fucking thing. So yeah. So you know them typical Honda drivers that be fucking ripping down your road, fucking bang revving. That's pretty much. So this guy that came in, he had a souped up fucking, I think it was like some Honda. It was like an older Honda hatchback. This thing had a straight pipe, no cats, nothing. Downpipe on an older Honda, which makes this thing obnoxiously more louder. So we're doing the throttle body cleaning on this thing. And it's this new guy. Fucking, I don't know. He maybe was there for like 3 months.
The FNG.
So, his dumbass turns up the boost on this thing because he didn't know what the knob was. He thought it was a subwoofer or something like that. You know, little knobs, you know, level 1, 2, 3. No, this man fucking turned it all the way up to level 10.
No.
The boost on this thing made this turbo literally fly, projectile fucking hit this brick wall, leave a fat ass mark on this. Piston goes flying out the bottom of the fucking thing, leaves the fucking concrete ground dented, which is fucking amazing. Tell me what, like my boss was like, damn, they're fucking worse than Dean. I would have rather you fucking drop this goddamn thing off the fucking lift. What the fuck? Because insurance will be like,
damage.
Yeah, literally. Insurance will be like, okay, it's a car, fell off the lift, shit happens. No, when you physically go into a vehicle that is souped up, you turn up the boost on something like that, and you rev bang the piss out of that shit. Because obviously, this guy has pictures of when he left the car, turned all the way down, probably on some valet mode or something like that. Kid went into it, fucked with it, pretty much destroyed a $10,000 build of a motor. That guy
basically turned into an IED.
Yup. So
he gave it the Irish special.
Irish special, man.
Irish special. Here, Englishman, you've won a car. But yeah, it was
was terrible, man. I think that kid was like sitting in the bathroom for like a good 30 minutes just crying about this because like
that
he
poor
was
kid.
young. He was like
It
17. He
happens.
was learning. I mean,
That goes back to
around, you
that
have
one foreman.
consequences. Yeah.
That's something. I go back to like the old foreman. I mean, I made mistakes. I broke shit. I don't know how many hydraulic lines trying to lift shit that I should have never had any business.
Right.
Did
But
he get
then this
mad?
kid,
No,
this
I just
kid
learned.
continued to fucking do shit that he knows he's gonna get in trouble with. Like we had a Mustang come in, rip the fuck out of that thing in the parking lot of this dealership, rip the shit out of a customer's car. Customer was literally standing outside on the phone and just watching this whole thing go down. All I heard is like,
Damn.
yeah, I gotta
Maybe
call
I
you
don't
back.
feel so bad now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't feel bad for the kid because he did some dumb shit. So, like, the guy was literally like, yeah, I gotta call you back. I'm about to sue the fuck out of this dealership. So, that kid had some very, what's it called? Very interesting fucking things go on to him at that fucking shop. I got asked if I was like a foreman or something like that outside because I was literally in just plain clothes and just smoking a cigarette. It was, fucked up clothes. And I'm like, no, man, no. The only reason why I hated that kid too is because he kept calling me Javi. He never really kept my name at all.
Oh, is that where the name came from?
Yup, that kid called me Javi, and everyone else in that shop started calling me Javi, and never died from there.
That
So
sucks.
that was an interesting fucking day for that kid. Definitely an
Yeah.
interesting day. I don't know.
I mean, sure, we have issues like at work. I mean, I can't say that, in working white collar, we have that kind of issues, but we have stuff that happens that, can be rather damaging, but it's even worse because unlike property damage or vehicle damage, it's worse when there's monetary loss. Monetary loss is the most terrifying thing you could probably have to experience in my position. Because any money lost is so devastating. And if there's one thing I've learned in my position is that you do not mess with anyone's money. If they're missing $1 somewhere, they will tell you, they will rip you a new one just over it. Although, to be fair, some of those kind of calls I get when people are like, my account's wrong, I need this fixed. And it's like, okay, well, let's go over your transactions. And it's a long list of transactions. And there's nothing wrong with the account. We've checked everything. There's no fraud on the account. There's nothing happening. But they swear that the account should have more money in there. Where is it? What's going on? What's happening?
Well, you swipe your money away like it's nothing, and then gone.
Hey, man. Them gas station rollers, they add up after time.
To be fair, they really do. They really do. But I felt so bad. There was one time when I was working, there was a rep on a separate team. This is before I became a in management position at this credit union I work with. But there was this one rep that had unfortunately had a scenario where the credit union had lost because of a particular scenario, and I can't go into too much details, confidentiality and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the loss totaled up to a little over $100,000.
Ooh.
This kid was devastated. As soon as his coaching was over and stuff like that, kid went on break, went right to the bathroom, and you could hear him crying in the bathroom. I felt so bad for him. And then
that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. Unfortunately, the kid didn't last for the rest of the day. He unfortunately was let go after that. So it's unfortunate. But situations like that are a little bit different because unfortunately, when stuff like that happens, the credit union usually has to be the one, or the financial institution that's holding your money. You have to eat the cost. And it sucks. But it's also one of the major things why they also train you how to avoid those scenarios so you don't get into that sort of thing. But I will also say the one thing I I get a little tired of sometimes in a white collar job is the endless amount of meetings you have to go to. Sometimes you have to have meetings in order to go to talk about the meeting you just had about 2 days prior. And it's like, why are we doing this? I have notes. I know what happened in this meeting. Why are we rehashing this? Come on.
Yeah. They try to do the same shit with us with safety. Like every morning we have to do a JSA. Couldn't tell you what it means because I don't care. But typically it's shortened down to a toolbox talk. Normally it's it almost never pertains in what we're doing. Yeah, we're pouring concrete for a curb. You know what the safety meeting's about?
What's
Ladders.
What?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just shit like that. It don't matter.
That is.
What is it? You're like nowhere near a ladder in those scenarios, are you?
Exactly. No, it's a 6-inch curb.
Steps.
So I guess we need a 4-inch ladder to stand on and get to finish the top of that curb.
It's one of them foldable ones you buy at Walmart. Just fucking put it right there. Fucking step on it just so you can reach it.
Like you go to Lowe's and you buy them like little like kid toolboxes and stuff. You put that right next to your little
Put that
ladder.
right there.
Roll up in your little hitch, your little trailer.
The widow trailer with the widow truck and a wheel.
I seen one of those. I seen one of those widow hitches, and someone put it in the foreman's truck. It was good. Oh,
Well, that's a great insult. Great insult.
He was a widow hitch because he didn't have a
Widow
hitch when they
trailer.
had it screwed us.
The
It
widow
screwed us.
trailer.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Oh, you're speaking of like losing money. All right, okay. I didn't lose $100,000 worth of money, but I think collectively, actually, now that I think of it, oh fuck, actually, I might actually hit that market property damage in my milling career
Oh,
if I add it all up. Ooh.
wow.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't think about it. I was just thinking like equipment damage. Equipment damage, I'm probably somewhere between 15
Well,
grand.
I mean,
15 grand. Okay,
truth
that's
be
not-
told, equipment
Property
damage you kind of
damage.
have to equipment damage you have to expect during the job, because while you're using the equipment, likely it's getting wear and tear and everything else, and probably banging the shit about itself. So how can you really quantify that? You know?
I mean,
Out of that 15, 7 grand of it was a horse trailer.
horse trailer.
trailer.
I told you about the horse trailer today.
I don't think you
Oh,
have.
okay.
I don't remember it.
All right, granted, here. My first year there, the company still had standard trucks. I was kind of familiar with them, but I was 100% great with them. And this guy's a foreman now. He is a wonderful foreman, but this is what he told me. We were in a yard. We're in a yard. It was me and him. And the job we were on were about 3 miles up the road from the yard. And he looks at me. He goes, "Do you know how to drive a stick shift?" I go, "No." He goes, "Well, you better figure it the fuck out." And then he jumps to the fucking 580 and takes off.
No way.
I'm like, shit, well, I ain't walking 3 miles. I'm fat. Fuck that. So I drive around. He's like, "You better figure it out." So I drove around like this lower part of this little town until I can get it to the point that I'm not stalling this truck every 3 minutes. I finally get a rhythm down on top of it too. I kept stalling the truck because you know how they have the patterns on top of the shifters.
Yeah.
It was upside down. It was upside down, so I kept putting it fifth, thinking I was at first. And I kept stalling it right off.
So
Oh my
like, do those things have like the switches for like multiple, different gear ratios and stuff like that, or is it just like a single?
No, it was just it was like a early. Oh, actually, it might have been like a '99 F350.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, I kept putting it in fifth, thinking it was first. I'm like, why the fuck do I keep stalling this thing? And then I go, wait a second. I go, spin that little thing.
This is
around.
fucking
damn it. And then, yeah, as soon as I got that, I got it down. Anyway, back with the horse trailer. So I get up to our job and I park the truck in, it's like a used car lot anyway. And not knowing driving a standard, typically driving a standard now, when you turn it off, you leave it in gear, right? Either reversed or first or something like that. I didn't do that. But what saved my ass is I did put the parking brake on. Did put the parking brake on. All right,
that's
left the
good.
truck there. That the guy that told me, yeah, figure it out. He came back, picked me up, and I like SWAT teamed off the side of the 580, which you're not supposed to do that by state standards. Don't tell PennDOT. But there I am SWAT teaming off the side of the machine. And we go up there. About 20 minutes later, that guy gets a call and he comes to me. He goes, Boris, you gotta go for a drug test. Wait, why? Why me? Why?
What did I do?
I'm a good boy. I wash. I don't need a drug test.
No, you don't need this. I've been a good boy.
Yeah. I go, why? Why do I gotta take a drug test? He goes, the pattern truck rolled into a goddamn horse trailer. The parking brake failed on the truck and it rolled into the horse trailer. The company ended up buying the horse trailer. It was cheaper to pay off that because that guy was like a rat king. You know, he could take a broken brick and sell that thing for like $50.
He'll make his fucking dollar out of it. That's funny.
Yeah, that trailer was probably worth less than a fucking grand, and he got $7,000 out of it just because the company truck rolled into it.
Damn. He's like, I don't know, man. You crashed into it. It was worth 15. I'll take 7 for it.
I was a mile and a half down the damn road when the truck decided said, "Fuck it, we ball," and ran into the damn horse trailer.
Yeah, that consistency of friction lasts only so long, and then
I ended up, at the end of the day, I had to go take a drug test. I pissed clean because I wash. And I was good. And then I deemed it wasn't my fault because I did have the parking brake on. The parking brake failed. See, someone else has to be blamed. The mechanics got blamed. I was scot-free.
I was the pure, innocent construction boy, and the evil mechanic didn't do his job.
The mechanic didn't do his job. Someone else has to be blamed. Never blame yourself.
Actually, yeah, that's what I learned always. Cover your own fucking ass. It's never, cover your own ass. Don't lose your own fucking job. Make someone else lose their job. Fuck them.
I didn't lose $100,000. Cubicle.
My problem is
3C lost $100,000. All right. If it doesn't reflect that, the IT guy got it wrong. All right, he got our IPs twisted or whatever, twisted.
No. I will say, though we do have to take responsibility for whatever we do mess up with as a financial institution. There are plenty of times where things happen, and it's the first thing. It's just like third party did this. Third party was responsible. Like, let's say for like example, like
blame the contractors.
Well, yeah, you blame the contractors, that sort of thing. For us,
the state blames us. We blame the state.
Your credit card's not working. You blame this particular financial institution that's technically running our credit cards. That sort of thing. But sometimes you can't always blame anyone but yourself in a lot of cases. Or let's just be like, oh no, we made a mistake. We'll do what we can to fix it. But that's also coming from someone that has to take a leadership position and that sort of thing.
Yeah, boss.
You're the boss, man. You're the boss.
Yes, boss. I'll get to work.
Man,
I'll get right on that, boss, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But on that note, as far as like my position in that regard, because again, I work white collar. You two are more blue collar than anything else. So I'm afraid when it comes to that, I'm a little lost in a lot of it. But white collar,
it's like vice versa, dude. Like even then, I'd be lost in like a bank job, dude. I wouldn't know shit.
You put us in that situation. I never worked anything remotely close to that. My first job was farming, so.
Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, I can't expect. I can't expect everyone to be. I can't expect everyone to be able to do what I do in that regard, or vice versa. And I'm sure if given the position, if I were told to go operate a 580 in this case, I'd be like, I need some time. Give me some time. I will figure it out.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. I mean, we could all try
But
to figure it out.
it's also the same with white collar. It sounds scary when it gets to that point, but it's actually not as scary as it is. And a lot of times, if someone as dumb as me can figure out financing and that sort of thing, I'm pretty sure any one of us could figure it out too.
Yeah, it all takes time and different rounds.
All right. But yeah. Well, I think we're getting close to the end of the podcast for today. So we'll go ahead and say, have a great day, a good night. Fuck you, Big.
Yeah, fuck you, Big. I'm gonna
And
shit your
fuck your
backyard.
podcast. And they'll be none the wiser for it. What?
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh, shit!
It's not the zoo? Alright, sorry, bud.
Go to Denny's, Venice.
They got good waffles, damn it.
Forrest, run!
Why hurts?
What the-
I'm trying.
Where the fuck are we?
All right. Well, good day, good night. Fuck you, Big.
What is this? Where did you guys come from?